I feel alive, I feel fresh. Don't stop. I get this? No, don't stop. Oh, you can if you like. It feels amazing.
Get out, you really get that buzz afterwards. You know, your body's tingling and you just think, wow, look what I've just done. I've been in that water for whatever period of time you're in there for. And the bug's there, the bug gets bigger and bigger. And when you don't do it, you actually feel you've missing something. You want to get out there.
There are lots of people in this life that don't have not just the opportunity, but for whatever reason they can't do stuff. So when people say, "What do you do that for?" Yeah, because I can.
There's got to be like 1% of the population actually have the courage, have the desire to go swimming in the sea. The other 99% just think we're all nuts, we're crazy people. If I say I go into swimming in the sea in the morning, there's nothing I cannot achieve for the rest of that day. Because making that plunge is a bit frightening. It's challenging. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. It's cold, and jumping in the water is not nice. I'd much rather be jumping in a warm jacuzzi. It's the act of doing something which is scary, and overcoming that, and then just feeling it, really being present with the cold and the discomfort. It gives me a sense of strength.
I don't always have a goal when I get in. Sometimes I just want to swim. But also it's the achievement thing every day, because every day when you get in, if it's cold or you swim a bit further or do something, every single day it's an achievement. So you don't have to do very much to be proud of yourself. So it's very good for your morale, if you like. And it's the first time in my life, really, you'll have to get your tissues out in a minute. But it is the first time that I've ever felt that I belonged with a group of people. It sounds a bit corny, but most things I do in my life, I feel a bit like I'm wearing a coat that doesn't fit properly. I can do it, but this feels different. It feels like I actually belong to the group, which is nice, whether that's me or them, or I've found people who actually have shared interest. Just going swimming together and sharing that experience, I think. And it makes you happy. And cold.
I've always had a fear of water. From when I was a young boy, about 11 in Scotland, I nearly drowned, and since I was 11 years old, I've always been scared of the sea. I would go into the sea, but I wouldn't go any deeper than my waist, and that was it. I've taught my kids how to swim, so I've had to go in pools, and I've had to just bear it and just grimace. but I've always had a fear of water, always. So the group here said, oh, we'll help you. I come along and watched them and I thought, it's scary actually. So the first time they got me out between halfway out in the water, just out of my depth, and just for support and help and that, and said, how do you feel? Fit all right? Second week I was out to the yellow buoy, couldn't believe it. Scared, absolutely scared shitless. Gotta be honest, I was so nervous because the fear of drowning was always there, it was always evident all the time. And it took me a couple of weeks, and after a couple of weeks I felt confident. It's just a feeling of being in the sea, and you're at the element of the sea. In the group I swim with, there's a lot of friendliness. Doesn't matter if you're big, small, slow, fast. It's just a great group. The way we all just gel together, it's amazing. You know, we swap stories, we encourage each other. You know, and I enjoy it.
I think you're very present. You've got to concentrate on what you're doing, and it is literally a full body experience. You know, your whole body is submerged, and you're feeling every part of it. So yeah, I think it makes you very present and very in the moment. So you forget about everything else, which is really good. It's it is very de-stressing and very relaxing. Definitely got over my fear of being out of my depth and swimming in rougher seas. I actually quite enjoy it now, being in the very bouncy sort of washing machine sea. Not frightened of it anymore. That's really good, because that can be really exhilarating.
I actually like it because I like the solitude of going, of just turning up at the sea. I have a couple of days off a week. I just like to turn up on my own. I like to swim on my own, and just feel at peace really with my surroundings. It's very much a solitary experience for me, which I enjoy as well as the social aspects. Time just loses its sense of being, and you might have swam for 4, 5, 6 hours and completely forgotten all about it. It's just you just go into another world really. I mean, last year I was lucky enough to have a dolphin swim with me for company for 1 hour, which was quite a breathtaking experience, and I wasn't expecting that when I turned up on that day. But that's swimming. It's unbelievable, but not everybody can do it. There's so many people I know would love to do it, but there's so many unknowns. There's so many things that they're afraid of. There's so many things to overcome, and I think that's the beauty of it. The people that take up swimming, they've got so many barriers they need to overcome. Different things that affect their confidence, and just seeing them slowly ticking off all these little. Overcoming these obstacles and getting more and more confident and achieving more and more, and then it's a wonderful thing to see people improve when they're swimming.
You see, some people have it that I know a few distance swimmers. I know a lot of distance swimmers that hate it, but don't say that they hate it until somebody else says that they hate it. And then I know other distance swimmers where this is the place that they are the most happy, and they have a lot of peace in their head when they swim. I don't have one moment's peace in my head when I swim, apart from how many more minutes have I got to do. So it's like mental torture, really. But it's not like that for everyone, and I don't know some people switch off and they don't think about anything. But I've never found a way to do that. Doing this kind of thing gives me a chance to be in the middle of nowhere on my own. And I think that's probably what it is. It's wild and cold. I like it wild and cold and got to be goal or yeah. If I go in and I'm going in to swim for 3 hours, I'll stay in for 3 hours. If you tell me to go in now and swim for as long as I wanted, I would swim to a buoy and back and then get out. And I think that's it. My friend said that. She said it must be just because you've got a goal. Swimming's great. It is. It's great exercise and it is good, but there are lots of other better things to do than swimming.
The sea's always been here. Sea swimming was around long before swimming pools came into fashion, and then suddenly everyone wanted to go into swimming pools, and then wetsuits were invented and suddenly everyone wanted a wetsuit. You don't need any of that. Most people, they just think that we're nuts. There's a few that just have that little glimmer of interest, and they're the ones that will come back and they'll watch a few times, and then eventually they'll pluck up their courage to come and join us. And then they'll wonder why they never did it months ago. Whenever you get in the water, you always feel better once you come out of the water than you did before you went in. It kind of presses the reset button and it just makes you feel better.
Down to the better shores, I'll sink to swim. This brighter side, it seems to be, it lost this day. I breathe the air. I breathe the air. You could have been just a friend of mine, not a fault to me. The grace and all ability, forgotten me. I breathe the air. I breathe the air.
And you can't afford to get embarrassed either, because
No.
you sort of see all parts of people.
You'll cut this bit, but there's tits, bums and all sorts hanging out week in, week out, and nobody takes blind bit of notice. It's just like, whatever, we're just all getting dressed together.